Well, hello everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We have our very own Miss LaCrissa. She came into the office. As everybody knows, this is breast cancer awareness. And what happened is she's one of our home buyers, and she's been up here for the home buying seminars and all that kind of stuff. So she ended up, we wanted to celebrate because she's been through a lot, but her faith has just gotten her to where she's still in the process of buying her home. She's with one of the agents, Julie Duncan, and she's in the process of, she's already gotten approved, had to go through some things, but now we have her here on our show, and we just want to know how it feels to be searching for your home and kind of like some of the things that you were dealing with your breast cancer, and now having the courage. You're a survivor, and now having the courage to go out here and get your home and live a very healthy lifestyle now.
Right. So it started like technically as of last week, I'm a 12-year cancer survivor.
Oh man.
And then we did have a scare last month that, I had to call my circle because I had an inconclusive breast cancer, or what do you call it? Mammogram come back, and then all my blood work was off. And so my doctors were concerned that the cancer was out of remission. And in the process, I had already started this process of trying to look for a home for me and my child. And you never realize how much you holding on to and how much you carrying until something happens. And then when that came out and had to go through the realization of, do I have the strength to do this again? Can I do this again? And then I was like, you know what? And I just talked to God, and I called my circle. We talked to them. They were more positive than I was. And that's what it takes in life. Anything you do, your friends, they help you to remember your heart song when you forget the lyrics.
Amen.
And they helped me get through that. It was like, okay, we're going to focus on the things that we can control. The things we can't control, you put that in God's hand and you let it go. We're not going to no sense in worrying twice.
That's good. That's good.
And so we just kept on with our process, just going through things, living life. And then it came back, and then my prayer circle got to praying. I got on my face before God. I pushed back my plate. I fasted and I prayed. And then 2 weeks after that, we went back where I needed a diagnostic mammogram and biopsy. And the second radiologist, he couldn't even find a spot.
Boy, talk about that. That's something right there.
And so, he was like, so it's not a fluke. We'll test again in 3 months but everything is fine. I don't see what was causing him concern. I can't explain what it was. He goes, because it's not there now.
So your advice to any woman out there, or, anybody out there, did you get regular exams?
Well, yeah, I was like, I'm 48 now. I was 36 when I first got diagnosed. And I got diagnosed the week of my baby's first birthday. I had just had a baby. I was still nursing my baby.
Oh, wow.
And nobody believed me when I kept telling them something was wrong. And was going to the doctor, and they were like, well, no, it's not medically necessary. Your insurance won't pay for a mammogram. You're too young. It's like only risk factor you have is, being overweight. But, that brings on a lot of other stuff too. But they were like, you're breastfeeding, you don't have any family history of it, and you're too young, your age. And I was like, something not right. And my thing too is, your own body. And when something's not right. And we have to be our own advocate. And we have to advocate for ourselves.
That's awesome.
And then I just like, well, God, I'm just going to keep going and going and going. And eventually somebody going to say yes and give me this mammogram. And then we just kept going and kept going and kept going. And finally I found a doctor, and he was like, there are groups out there that give grants to get the mammograms done. You know
what? That's very important that you say that, because there are a lot of grants. Like if you call Baylor Hospital, Baylor Hospital, I think like Parkland, a lot of the hospitals have grants for the women to have mammograms, because a lot of time the insurance does not want to pay for them. That's what you went through.
Right.
And so that's some great information right there, Miss Sal, because a lot of people don't know that. So don't hesitate because your insurance might not pay for it, or or sometimes you might have a lack of. Just go ask. And I I really love the fact that now you back on track with everything, cancer free,
Yes.
you know, and a survivor of breast cancer, and that you would even come and share that with us. And now being able to, and tell a little bit how you imagine your home being, and what are some of the things that you would want to put in that home to just, you know how when you're a survivor or something, you have something like your special room or something, you know, that will make you feel like wonderful. Because life, you got that one life. And when you have that one life to live, and you know the importance of that.
Yes.
So having that home, how does that feel to you? You could just give me a little what you're imagining.
For me, the biggest two things is the comfort, the kitchen and the bathroom for me. I have to have my space in my cabinets, and I need lots of pantry, lots of cabinets, because I love my kitchen gadgets. I love cooking. I even have my 13-year-old. She's responsible for dinner one night a week. I give her $20, and she has to plan her meal on a $20 budget. You can't order, you have to cook it.
Amen.
and now it's just one of those things. And even as now being 48 and buying a home, a lot of times in the African American community and a lot of communities with people of color, we're not taught about finances.
Absolutely.
And it's on the back end as adults, we're trying to figure this thing out.
Absolutely.
And so my thing is to give her the foundation before she get out there in the world, what she's going to need when she get out there, so she's prepared, so she's ahead of the game.
That's good. That's good.
You know, and it's all about building, you know, breaking curses and building generational worth. Absolutely. You know, building an empire. Leaving something for those that are coming behind you.
Absolutely. And let me ask you something. Like, you know, a lot of people are not wanting to buy homes now because of the interest rates and stuff. How do you feel about the interest rates and, you know, still being out here looking for that home? How does that make you feel? My
thing is, it's more important for me to provide a stable foundation for my child than to worry about the government gonna do what the government gonna do.
You know what? You got that one.
And so my priority is stability for me and my child. And to be able to provide that family, to be able to have, like you saw, those wishes, like I want my bathroom, and every time you're looking at things, everything's all these big showers now. I don't want a shower. I need a tub so I can soak.
You know what? I tell a lot of people that have like homes now, and some of the homes don't come with the tubs in the master. And I tell people, you know, that's something that people love to have. Is a tub in the master, because everybody don't like the quick.
Right. And see, I have sickle cell too, and so what I'm going through a crisis, and I have the joint pains and things, and getting an Epsom salt and put it in that tub, and being able to soak, you know, that just loosens up so much for me. That's therapy for me. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? I tell you what, I know that we have pulled a list, and I know you came to our home buying seminar. And what did you think about the home buying seminar that you came to? For me, that was very informative, because there's so many myths that are out there. And then with the home buying seminar, when we came in, there were so many people that represented various aspects of the home buying process that you could have a candid one-on-one conversation with, that you wouldn't just search on the internet and is really not asking the question that you want to ask. So it was very personal to me, that I can go up to a lender or, you know, someone that does the insurances, and finding out that there's more than one insurance and the different type of insurance. It's the insurance during the buying process, you know, the insurance after you close, you know, it was just a lot of things that you don't think of on the front end. And then once you get into it, sometimes it could be overwhelming. Absolutely. Because it's so much thrown at you at once. But what I like about working with Julie is that she basically take your hand and she walk you through the process. Absolutely. And Julie is one of our top agents on the team. And I mean, I'm very touched by each lady on this team, because they all have a delicate heart, and they love giving, and they love helping individuals. And when she told me about you, I said, you know what? We got to have Miss Sapp on the show. I said, and, you know, and when you were talking to me, I just felt so touched by your story, and that you're still out here shopping to buy a home. And a lot of people, when they come with illnesses and everything, they get shell shocked, they give up, they get depressed.
They don't know that life is real, and live your best life.
Yes,
and
yes.
I applaud you for living your blessed life. I want to thank you so much for even coming on the show. You know, this is a lot of homeowners and buyers out there, and a lot of homeowners that may want to sell and go and upgrade. I think this is going to be very inspiring for them, and some home buyers out there that maybe got deterred because somebody gave you some bad news or something. With Miss Sapp's story and her courageous bravery to get back out here and want to provide stability for her daughter and her family, it says a lot. And that means that buyers and sellers out there, take this story, take this, and I mean take it to heart, and get out here. The interest rates, it's like a fear factor. But don't be fearful. Get out here and purchase your home, because, as Miss Sapp said, hey, she loves her kitchen. She's ready for a kitchen to cook and have her daughter do one commitment a night. And hey, I want to come over for dinner. I know Julie's going to be the first one for dinner, and I want to come for dinner.
Right.
And I know you can't probably feed a whole team, but you know, would that be a...
Look, I'm country, so I don't know how to cook small portions. So I just encourage anybody that's out there to just do it. I mean, you got to take the first step. Got to meet you at the second step.
Absolutely.
And it's like whatever you go through, you can always come back from it. Because you know, I've been through the breast cancer to where it financially hurt me. It's like I had to file for bankruptcy, and building yourself up back after that. There's ways to build yourself up, and that's one of the things at the home buyers seminar that came. You know, you can talk to the financiers about how do I do this. You know, after I filed bankruptcy, how do I come back from this?
Absolutely.
And it's not always easy. Sometimes you got to claw and fight, but it's worth clawing and fighting.
Absolutely. And that's why we want to have more home buying seminars, and we want to do more stuff like that for our community. And I mean, we're centrally located. And that's the reason why our whole goal and mission was to create something that was centrally located, where individuals could come, spend time, have a couple of little snacks, and then we bring in the experts. So I even thank you. You was also at our grand opening, and then at our home buying seminar, and you missed out on the Paw Fit Day with the little pets. But you know, you was all right. That ain't for everybody.
No. The way I said, if the dog can't pay no rent, so the dog can't. So
well, you know what? That was a good one. But we will be having some other events. We plan on in November having another home buying seminar. And if you have some friends and family that are looking up to you, we will welcome them to come out. And we're going to enjoy your new home. But we're going to find that soon.
Right.
And be in that kitchen and all that good stuff.
Right.
Well, I just want to thank you, Miss Sapp, for joining us at Grace Realty Group. We love you, and we hope that you like your T-shirt that we gave you.
Thank you.
And we're going to just go ahead and say bye to our audience and tell you guys thank you for tuning in. And remember, buyers, don't give up. Sellers, don't give up, because there's still hope out there for everybody. And hey, we tune in for the next time. We look forward to seeing you guys on the next show. God bless.
Sorry, my phone started calling back. I thought I put it on silent. I guess I didn't.
How was it, y'all?